Jason, Hollis Farms this morning. You know, Pete has got to run to town to do and get just a couple of things this morning, and then we will be headed back to the farm. Not just a ton going on today, still just wet. Too wet to do our spraying and all. It looks like our spraying is probably going to be done during turkey season this year, but everything's going to be kind of behind because it's been so cold. So it's kind of everything's going to kind of back up a couple weeks. It won't surprise me if turkey season ain't kind of slow for just a little bit with the way this weather's been, but we're going to whack at it and see what we can get done. Alright y'all, I had to run in Tractor Supply real quick and get a couple of things. We'll get back to the farm, I'll show you. I got one more store we got to stop at and get something, and I think that might be it before we can get back to the farm and get something done. I like to come to town when I do come, and come early before the crowd. I do not like to come to town in the afternoon, so see if we can get our little shopping done and then get back to the farm. Alright y'all, so me and Pete made it back to the farm. Had a little shopping trip this morning. Went to Tractor Supply, got me a little shop vac that I'm gonna put in the motorhome, keep it with the motorhome and the race car trailer, because the best time probably to clean the inside of the motorhome is probably at the racetrack. Kind of keep it clean as we go. Also, what I had to get at Tractor Supply, I had to get some letters and number stickers on the modified. There's 3 different engine options. What is it? Open motor that you got to run a 2-barrel with, the concept motor that like we've got, excuse me, that you can run the 4-barrel with, and then also you can run a crate motor. And what they want you to do on the bottom of the roof post to make it easier and quicker when you go through tech, you can either put the weight on there or concept, crate, or open or whatever. So we're gonna get that stuck on the modified. Got Pete a new bed, went by and picked me up, got me some shells made. These are the 20 gauge TSS that I've been using, but I've been wanting to play with the 410, so I got me some 410 TSS shots made up, shells made up. I'm gonna eventually, I gotta build Cody a little 410. I'm wanting to build one and put a red dot on it. I think it'll make it a little easier to learn with right there, as young as he is. And I'm gonna also use it. I'm probably gonna shoot the 410 mostly this year. When I get time, we're gonna have to pattern that thing. May start off with the 20 gauge till I get this 410 figured out. Kind of running behind on that. Got Pete a new bed, and also I went to Dick's Sporting Goods and got us a bike rack that goes on the receiver hitch of the truck. So I'm gonna put some of this stuff up, and then I'm gonna put this bike rack together, because when we go hunting and go over to Mississippi, we gotta be able to haul our bike. And I thought this might be the easiest way to do it. Never done this before, but we're gonna try it. All right, so here we are with the bike rack. Never put a bike rack together. I'm not gonna get the bike rack out of the box. I think it's gonna be a whole lot of assembly. I think it's gonna be nothing to it. All right, I got to study on this just for a minute. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, it's just a little bit of assembly required. Not bad, not much. I think this thing's gonna work pretty good. We can figure out how to hang the bike on it once we get it in the truck. That's through there. I think all I lack is putting one more bolt in. I'm thinking, let's see, let me read the directions. I'll be right back. One thing that I'm not real sure about, they make this thing, this is a sleeve, they make this thing where you can put it in a 1/4 inch hitch, and this is for your normal, but it gives you a bolt. It's threaded in here instead of having a pin in it. We may have to drill that out before it's over with and fix it where we can put a pin in it, but we're gonna play with it right here for now. And they may want to do that where it don't shake around. I don't know. It gets solid right there. I kind of like it. Y'all, got the bike rack put together. Gonna walk down here to the other barn, and I'm gonna get one of the QuietKats and ride it back up here, and we'll see how this gonna haul. I hope it works pretty good. The only downfall to it is not being able to let your tailgate down, but probably end up drilling. I don't know. I like that thing sitting pretty tight, and I don't know if it matters or not, but I don't know. I might study on that. There's probably a reason they did thread that instead of putting a pin through it. I don't know. Probably end up drilling it out and putting a pin on it, but we're going to use it like that for now. So, let's go down here and get a bike. Not sure how this thing going to hang on here or not. It's going to be kind of trial and error like everything else. Alright, I am not just absolutely crazy at how this thing's riding, but I really think it'll work. It's more made for, y'all see how this is made? Comes down. Let me show you these other bikes over here. These are what I need to be riding instead of I think it's more made for a bar that comes straight like this, but it's solid and it's on there. I just kind of had to set the frame back here where it forks right in there, and I missed the brake line. We have to be careful with that. And then it's set in this frame pretty good. If the battery was off of it, which that may be a way to haul it if you're hauling it a long way, and I may play with that. If the battery was off of it, it would sit perfect in there, and I'm gonna play with that here in just a minute. That might be the way to haul it, because the battery comes on and off pretty easy. I just don't know if it starts raining. I hate for that battery to be off. But then it's got this little strap that goes around back to the post. I mean, it's pretty solid. I believe it'll be all right. All right, y'all, so I had a few issues during that flood that we had with water getting into some of my HB feeders. So I've got a couple of new ones here that I'm gonna steal the motor assembly off of until I get them in. I mean, it's bad. This water hadn't been up as high as it's been in 30 years, something like that. And I thought about one time moving them, but I thought, no way it's gonna get in there, but it did. So, you know, these feeders are pretty expensive, but one good thing about them, this is gonna be the only part that I have to replace. The rest of the feeder will be fine. Just got 4 sheet metal screws holding it in. Easy peasy. too bad. Alright y'all, me and Pete catching up on a little burning. Had a little shopping trip this morning, got a few things done, fixed a couple of feeders, catching up on burning. Seems like the day goes by. It's still a little early, but I believe I'm fixing to call it a day on this video. If y'all like our stuff, subscribe to us, Hollis Farms. Hats, t-shirts, stickers, hollisfarms.com. Appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.